How's everyone doing? Oh, yeah. Moderate, I started. Sorry. I sent you the link earlier, though, so you know where to find me. All right, real quick, I'm just going to throw this out there. It seems some people have amnesia because I still have all the group DMs from the old moderation group DMs to the current ones. And I think we had 3 in total, to be honest with you. And I still have them all. And I skimmed through them a minute ago. And boy, some people are just totally rewriting history here. And I'll be honest, I even forgot a lot of it. Like, I think the way that Britt left being a moderator, I think that was kind of fucked up, and I probably should have done better on that. I probably shouldn't have listened to other people quite so much. But yeah, I'm just gonna throw that out there. And here's the thing, though, I gave them all my word I would not release them, and I'm gonna stand by that word. However, if they want to be reminded of history, if they gave me their permission, I'll gladly remind them. So that's up to them, really. If they want to know the truth, or if they want to keep telling their story, that's up to them. That's all I'm going to say. And I'm over that now because, boy, so I mean, just I can't believe just how fucking wrong, how poorly people remember shit. It's amazing. Maybe they should have grabbed, like, I don't know, screenshots of the group DMs before they left. That's their fault. That's bad on them, I guess. Whatever. Anyways, I'm done. I'm over it. So, Moderate, where are you? Oh, sure. I forgot to put that up. So, yeah, as soon as Moderate gets here, we have a reading for you guys. I'm going to wait and discuss it and fill you in, though, right before we're about to start. All right. I'm not in chat. Why aren't I in chat yet? Where's StreamYard? Okay. All right. Okay, here we go. Holy shit. Why am I so, like, bright? It's crazy. I don't know why my eyes watering now, too. All right, who do we got here in chat? Hey, Autistic Shell. Hi, Steffi. Hey, Reagan. Hey, Clairview. Hey, Aliar. Robin Becker. Sue Elliott, what's up? Anna Sims. Hey, Megan. Reagan. Did I say you? I don't know if I said. Hey, April. I don't know why I can never remember if I said hi to you, Reagan. Or I know I think I do every time, but then your name comes up again. And it's like, I don't know. Reagan doesn't sound like a first name to me, so I think I don't remember saying it that well. I'm so used to like President Reagan and shit, I'm old. Chronically B Queen B. Hey, Claire. Oh, hi, Lily. Sorry, Megan. Hi, Lily, if she's listening. Hey, Heather. Hey, Sally. Okay. And I know Moderate was just in the group chat. I don't know where he went. Okay, maybe 10 minutes ago, 20 minutes ago. Okay. Anyway, I never read that message. Oh, shoot. Luann, I just now saw your DM. I haven't even had a chance to read it yet, but I'm not ignoring you. I promise you I'm not. As soon as I read it, though, I'll reply. It probably won't be to the stream, though, because it might be rude if I do it now. And, if I have to, I can always just start reading without Moderate, I guess. I mean, I can do both sides of the conversation, I guess. Actually, I wouldn't. That'd be interesting. Because I feel like I can do the one side I'm doing. I feel like I can do that some justice. But the other side, that'd be fun. Hey, D-Bag. My first time commenting, and I hope everyone is well in the chat. Well, great. Awesome. Welcome. I'm well. I don't know how everyone else is, though. Hey, Annette. People always ask me how to spell my name. Yep. Do you spell it the normal or like the way President Reagan spelled it? Like, I don't remember. I don't know if it's REA or RAE. It's like one of those names. Like for most of my life, I thought Michael was spelled Micheal. Turns out it's not. Here's my phone. I'm going to text her. There it is. I have to close everything and do it just clean up. Wait, I don't know what you're talking about. If you're going to be able to do, should I start without you, Moderate? Oh, it looks like I'm done. Oh, your laptop's stuck rebooting. Oh. Okay. All right. So I guess I'm doing the readings. Unless I don't know. Does somebody want to come up with me and join me and do the readings? There's a male part and there's a female part. I'm already kind of reserved, or I guess, I don't know, accepted to do the female part. But I can do both. See, the reason for this is, one, I thought it'd be freaking hilarious. And I still think it will be. Two, when I was on Nikki's stream and I gave all the courtesy and compassion I could think of, to listen to another person on stream tell me, their story, their trauma, and then I get shown something else. So, and I'm not trying to, I don't know, shame anyone or whatever. Like, I mean, this shit was so fucking long ago. I don't think anyone really cares. But I thought that this just might be a fun way to do a reading and kind of make fun of Steve a little. Like, it's kind of fun to make fun of Steve. Like, not in the way that some people do, but a little bit. But I will do them all. I will read them all. But yeah, all right. So I'm going to drop a link to StreamYard if anyone wants to come up and join me. What are we doing? Oh. Okay. All right. Autistic show. I want to just give it a second here, though, to see if maybe a guy will volunteer. No offense, but because it's a guy and a girl role, I think that, if there isn't, then yeah, come on up. Yeah, that's why I hit up Moderate, because he was a guy and he's funny. He would have. Yeah, I think he would have been good. And I also had someone else in mind too, if that didn't work out. But hey, the crazy lady. I have a neighbor with like the same name. Well, that's what I named her, anyways. Okay. I like it when people agree with me. Don't be sexist. I can sound like a dude, probably. Well, I mean, the male role is Steve, so I'm kidding, Steve. I'm kidding. I couldn't let that go. It was like, I feel like that was just put on a tee right in front of me, and I got to hit it off there. But yeah, Steve can't read Steve, though. That's the thing. So. Yeah, it's just Steve. I mean, I was going to do the girl parts. So it's just Steve. There's a few parts, though, from what Moderate had pointed out to me where, like, the C word is used. That's up to you whether or not you want to say it. I don't care. Oh, I probably have. Well, I'll wait and see if anyone comes up before I go and send him. Oh, which do I have? Which one do I have open? Yep. Okay, that one should go first. Oh, I love how I can just make it really big on my screen. No, that's not what she said. Okay. Well, I dropped the link in the chat, didn't I? So if you want to come on up, come on up. And I want to say too, like, okay, you're working. Okay. All right. So okay, whoever wants to come up and read Steve, or I can just put this off for another night or something. I don't know. Or okay, cool. All right. So Dirty Uncle Sal says if Moderate doesn't show it in 5 minutes, they'll take it do some read with me. So yay. The way he sounded in the tweet or the text, I think he might not show, or he can't, whatever, his computer. Like, I mean, I know mine, like this afternoon, I had to shut down. I had to reboot. And then, but once I did that, mine started working fine. But too, I kind of want to do a Twitter space one of these nights. I haven't done one in a while. But yeah, maybe, I don't know, maybe tonight. I haven't been out walking much either because between working a lot and like the weather just was kind of shitty here for a little bit. But until we start reading, yeah. So I think I can go back to this for a little bit. Yeah. So I mean, I didn't listen to much of the stream going on. I just a little bit of it, and I mean, yeah, I just, it's amazing. I mean, here's the thing. I don't even understand why there's this need or want to rewrite the history or to tell the story. And it's, I was listening to them, and I got nothing against Dottie in this regard. Like, I don't, you know, I'm not, I have no vested interest. I have no dog in that fight. Okay, is what I'm saying. So, I mean, whatever people decide with Dottie, people decide with Dottie. But I mean, it wasn't because of Megan that I was under the impression of anything. It was because of the actions of the others involved. Like, Megan never said anything to me about that. Maybe a little bit recently, but I mean, even that just wasn't anything, or it's not even, she's told me isn't even anything that's disputed now. But like, it just seems like people were in DMs trying to convince other people to side with them over Dottie, over Claire, over, and none of those people in the DMs were Megan. That's all I'm saying. That's what I saw. That was my perspective. And with all the shit that went down with Britt when she stopped moderating for the channel. I mean, I didn't ask her to leave. I think she kind of just, I think she martyred herself. But I don't mean that in a bad way. I think she didn't want to put anyone in a bad position. So she, you know, that's the impression I got. But the reason why she even felt like that to begin with, it wasn't because of Megan. Like, I looked at the DMs. It wasn't because of Megan, like, at all. Like, Megan barely even spoke in the group chats then. I didn't really know much of anything about her. But but other people did. Other people did a lot of talking. That's all I'm saying. And again, I will, if they give me permission, I will clear up their confusion. Yeah. And what something that I heard Nikki say that just, it kind of, I don't know, got my attention. She says that the reason why why she went after Dottie at all, let alone as hard as she did, is because Megan was manipulating her into doing so. That's kind of been the whole problem, though, with all of these spats, is that people are just so quick to take anyone's word or whatever and just blindly go and do whatever is being asked. That's kind of the whole issue. And I'm not saying that Megan did this, whatever. That's not even what I'm saying. But what does it matter if she had or not? I mean, we were all responsible for our own actions. So, I mean, it seems, I don't know why you shouldn't be pawning your decisions off on somebody else for whatever reason. Like, when they left the channel and Megan stayed, I knew that there was a potential that some shit like this could happen down the road. But the thing is that regardless, my actions should be the same no matter what. So there's no hard feelings between me and Meg. Not that there would be, but like, everything's cool because I'm cool with how I acted throughout all this, and that's what matters. So, I mean, it sucks though that this is happening now. Honestly, Autistic Show, I never talked to Dirty Uncle Sal, so that's why I'm kind of like, it's new. It's something new. I mean, we've like getting and shit, but to my knowledge, we've never like talked. So, my Beavers unit, what's up? Just wanted to say hi, share a deep thought. See, when you come around, I start thinking that, like, the same way as you do, and it's not good. It's not bad, but it's not good. I know Megan, she's been there for me, even though we don't know each other in real life besides the internet. If you sent me DM checking in on me, people need to research. I heard a clip that Molly said she had never watched KMP's video, so she didn't know how she was. Research would have fixed that. Yeah, possibly. I mean, I don't think Molly did anything wrong though. Like she didn't like figuratively get in bed with Katie or whatever. I don't think, just they did a stream and they talked a little bit. I mean, that would be expected, I think, just out of politeness if nothing else. But so I don't think Molly did anything like, well, I mean, it's her channel anyways. It can't be wrong unless she deems it wrong, really. But in my opinion, I don't think she did anything wrong. But you got a point though. I mean, and with Katie, I don't even think you really have to do much research. I think you just have to listen, and that's it. But yeah, the more I learn about that whole situation, not with Katie Joy or whatever, but although, like I already see her doing what she does, and the waters are starting to muddy, and that sucks. People are like Slinkies. They don't really have a purpose, but they bring a smile to people. Oh, but they bring a smile to people's faces when you push them down the stairs. Oh, just a second. I'll be right back. I have to go apparently get my duck some water. Right back. I'm going to play background music because it's annoying. That sounded like really annoying too before I walked away. But it's cool though. I guess we can upload our own background music or whatever. That's cool. I don't have anything uploaded at the moment, but something to do, I guess. Oh, how do ships date on Tinder? They send each other dick pics. Did anyone see the shit Katie put out today? Anna Christie Balls put up. No, I haven't. I haven't looked at much of her shit today. I was too busy looking into the people she's ultimately going to fucking ruin or hurt, whatever. I'll go pull it up now though while we're waiting, and I'll drop this in the chat just so you don't have to go looking for it again, scrolling up. Let's see. Probably be on Facebook because she's been spending a lot of time there lately. Holy shit, she actually posted about the Doubters? Oh, yeah. Let's see. Oh, this looks interesting. All right. Okay, as of 2 hours ago. Today, Without a Crystal Ball has spent hours helping multiple family members of Von McRae and the kids due to the sensitivity of the situation and the rampant rumors that have circulated. I want to be clear, or I wanted to clear up a few issues. Letitia has retained a lawyer. The lawyer is not working pro bono. Letitia signed the legal contract with the lawyer this morning. Due to the situation moving into the court, Letitia has been advised to not speak out at this time. How convenient that she's being advised to not speak out. So, Katie's going to now speak out about this shit. And I noticed how she didn't say this time she helped her find the lawyer, which I don't care who the fuck helps her find the lawyer. So long as she gets a lawyer. Don't get me wrong. These are things I pick up on. I have spoken to the person that helped facilitate the lawyer for Letitia. I have asked them to contact the lawyer to see if they can set up a trust for people to donate directly to rather than a fundraiser. Letitia and Von's family do not know where he is at this time. Letitia had not been notified by anyone that the hospital was locked down. The location that Von had been at is now telling people that he is not there. Von's status is not known. No one outside of Dre knows what Von's medical status is at this time. Molly Golightly said on her live that Dre is banned from visiting Von. No one has been able to confirm this to be true. If anyone can provide information about the situation, please let me know. There is 100% an open and active DCS case with Andrea related to the kids. That just means someone called CPS. I mean, that's going to happen if anyone calls. And so I'm guessing someone just called. Due to the confidentiality of the case, there are no details that can be released. That would be expected. However, the father of the girls was notified of the investigation yesterday. Again, that's to be expected. There are multiple family members that are working behind the scenes to ensure the safety of both Von and the kids. Good. This means many of them will not be speaking out publicly because emergency court filings are expected in the coming days. So what the fuck is Katie doing just tipping people off to this shit then? And they're not speaking out because these emergency filings will be coming over the next couple of days. Why the fuck is she doing it? Can't she just say everyone was advised to not say anything and just leave it at that? Okay. The family is seeking any and all video that contains no writing of the kids being given creating. What? Family is seeking any and all video that contains no writing of the kids being given kratom, tea, and where Andrea speaks about the mental and physical health of the children. Am I just not reading this sentence properly? I don't get it. There is considerable. Okay, that's what it was. If she said any and all posts that contain no writing, but they need video, but any and all video that contains no writing. Okay. There is considerable need for a video where Dre stated that her oldest daughter was suicidal and she used biofeedback and herbs to help. First, yeah, okay. Fuck the mother for thinking herbs and shit were going to help that, if that's the case. But fuck Katie Joy for wanting to find that video. The family is also seeking videos without writing that shows Andrea in the hospital giving Von anything through his tube or in his mouth. They are also seeking videos where she discusses giving Von unapproved herbs or medication outside the doctor's orders. Does that mean outside the doctor's orders, like before he's been in the hospital this last time and has been in a coma? Or does that include before then too? I mean, I think that should be clarified. Anyone with information that can help the family with the above videos, please send them to me via messenger. I will forward them directly to the people in need. Okay, I got it. I got to speak up on this. I do. I really do. If this is your only route to get them to the family, then I guess you got to take the route you have. But if there's any other route you have, oh my God, please, I would strongly suggest taking it, because the past is littered with bodies of people who have ended up in DMs with her for one reason or another to then regret it. That's all I'm saying. I mean, I don't know if I assume Molly Golightly would be a route people could maybe choose or whatever. If you're in one of the Facebook groups, I believe the mother's in there. There's another route. I mean, what's important though is that the information get to the family. That's first and foremost the most important thing. So if there's only one route you have, then by all means, yes, you got to take it. But if you have another option, it's something to really consider, I think. All family members that were in need of lawyers have now retained lawyers and are moving forward with legal proceedings. Please allow this to play out in the court versus bombarding CPS or the hospitals. I mean, do people really got to be told? I mean, the CPS thing, maybe people got to be reminded of. Okay, but if you have questions, please let me know. I'm doing what I can to help facilitate in any way I can. I want to be transparent and factual at all times. Will that be first? This is not about headlines. This is about getting justice for Vaughn and the kids. Justice for Vaughn. She's, though, technically right and correct there. I just, sometimes you know better. It's all. Hey, my beavers, Bumble. Why can't witches have babies? Their husbands have Halloweeners. Oh, I get it. Took me a second. Come on. Better than why can't fortune tellers have babies? Their husbands have crystal balls. It's gross. Yeah, exactly, Dirty Uncle Sal. Yes. If you're in the know enough to have this information and you're in the know enough to know how to get it to Katie Joy, well, then you're very likely in the know to get it to the family in another way. Yeah, why is she posting other people's pics? Why is she posting this information? If the family, if they're being advised not to talk about it, why the fuck is she talking about it? And I find it convenient that she's talking about it when the family's been advised not to talk about it. She knows this. I mean, there's a good chance she's thinking, oh, well, it can't be disputed. But I don't, I guess just, it's a hard habit to break when you get used to inserting yourself. Yeah, definitely don't go to KJ. Me and Aaron already know what it's like to have her on our Facebook pages before Katie came on YouTube. Yep. What was funny, Autistic Shell, is that group we were in there on Facebook that she was brought into. The same person who brought her into the group is the one who kicked her out like less than a week later. I remember that I woke up that morning, I get on the computer, and there's a message from Katie saying, "Do you know why so-and-so kicked me out?" And I'm like, no, dude, I just woke up. I don't even know what's going on. And I didn't know that was true. But I kind of had a suspicion why, but it's like the Amy Duggar King thing. Yep. And see, this is the thing, like, it doesn't matter how you get in her DMs. People have gotten in her DMs in seemingly, safe ways. And, like they were going to be like immune from any fuckery or whatever. But then they found out how wrong that was. I mean, what was it? James Charles? James Charles reached out to her in DMs as a nice person and just said, listen, I'd hate to see a lawsuit happen, but just so you know, there might be a lawsuit that's going to happen. So maybe you might want to just consider this. That's all I'm saying. She turned around and went, are you threatening me? And then like a month later, she released all the DMs. Crazy. Why are elevator jokes so classy and good? They work on many levels. As soon as your coworker finds his way back to the office, you'll be clicking that link. Okay. Thank you. I mean, if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. I can do the reading, and we can do the reading another time, though. I do kind of want to do it tonight. I even practiced today. Oh yeah, I got an email yesterday for that improv show I'm going to, or the improv workshop I'm going to, Labor Day weekend. And it gave us a list of all the workshops that are being offered and who the instructors are and everything. And I'm looking through it, and I don't know all that much about improv. I feel like I'm a little knowledge now, but I'm still a noob at it, you know. But these workshops, oh my God, I'm so excited about them. Like, I'm so stoked. Oh, what? Go to my Facebook profile, to my post share. Do you mean in the group? Because it wasn't too long after she had deleted her account, I noticed that like, because I had a DM thread with her, but like that long after she deleted her account there, the name and picture and the DM, I mean, all the whole conversations there is it just shows like Facebook user now or something. So like, and in the groups and everything that she was a member of or an admin in, her name's gone. Like everything that she wrote on Facebook is gone from that account. However, what's still there, obviously, is anytime someone tagged her or was talking to her or talking about her. And you can kind of paint a picture of what happened in many groups, including the one that she was a really dominant figure and that they kind of did a coup and just kicked her ass out. That was funny, you know. I want to pull that up though. So is that in the group? I didn't know she was booted from the group, but I shared screenshots of me asking about her. That's on your timeline. Okay, I want to see this. Maybe I'll share it. Maybe I'll read that. All right, I'm going to stop sharing screen for the moment though, so I can move around and not have to worry about showing DMs. Because I'm good like that. It's from, you said 2019, right? We can't search by year anymore? We used to be able to search profiles by year. What the fuck? Where'd that option go? God damn it, Facebook. Why are you always changing shit on me? Oh, wait, filters. Year. Yay, there it is. I probably should have asked you what month it was. Oh, wait, what do we have here? Lead paint. Oh, yeah, that's another thing I was doing. Oh, and then if I click on something and come back, it loses the filter. Okay. I was looking, I joined a bunch of Facebook groups of that featuring the beliefs and teachings and everything of the Dr. Sabi or whatever. And I've started taking screenshots of the advice and shit being given in these groups. And I'm going to be sharing, when I get enough of them, I'm going to share them. I have to redact them and all that shit first, but that looks like it's going to be interesting. And again, I'm trying to be as understanding and non-confrontational about this. So I will do all I can to leave the whole vaccine discussion out of it, but y'all know where I stand, just saying. But this, I want to focus more on the rest of it, because I mean, she was treating her husband's seizures with fucking cayenne pepper. You know, and kratom, a shit ton of kratom. So yeah. Anyway. All right, could you give me a month? Issues. I'll make posts. Oh, okay. You're catching up. Okay. Molly Golightly's going off on Katie. Oh, that's gonna be fun. If she's streaming live though, I don't want to stream. I don't want to. I don't think that's cool. I mean, she's streaming live to get the views live and to be able to interact with people watching her. I don't want to, I don't think it's cool if people take that from creators. If I want to watch it that bad, I'll end the stream and then I'll just go watch it. All right, so I'm going to go back to looking for that. See if I can, because I imagine if you shared it, then you probably already did the redacting and everything for the other names and shit. So I should be able to just go ahead and pull it up and share it. Unless we're used, wait a minute. Oh, I'm an idiot. I thought you were saying that you shared it in 2019, but it's from maybe something 2019. You talking about the MLM, anti-MLM? Yep, KJ has ruined. Oh, you're talking about a newer one. Okay. I think, I don't know. Yep, KJ has ruined lives and been a vulture when someone's hurt and has passed. I mean, she was a mod on my page. I didn't know she was a moderator on her page in 2018 and 2019, and she never participated. Yeah. Look her up in the internet. There are massive groups who are calling out her behavior, BS behavior. I can't read. I don't have my glasses on. I see. All right, let me just go through this quick. I'm sure it's cool to share though. Is that K-Tits? Oh, no, it's not. What are these Reddit links? What? Oh, so you posted these in Reddit a while back in the summer? Okay, all right. This looked, guys, holy shit, Karen, thanks for sharing this. This looks pretty freaking interesting. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, Autistic Shell, who's a moderator here on the channel, she and I, we've known each other for quite some time due to our vaccine, or our efforts in vaccine advocacy on Facebook and social media, primarily Facebook, as well as our efforts in combating other misinformation regarding pseudoscience. Autistic Shell has run a very funny and awesome page regarding this, and very successful too. And she's still much more active in the community than I am. So another thing I give her credit for. This though, there's a group that we're all in on Facebook, that a bunch of us admin and moderators, whatever, for various groups and pages. And you only came into the group by an invitation. And we were kind of very like strict about the invitation. Like we were like, I don't know, Like we're assholes about it, I think. And one of the creators of this group invited Katie in, and he's also the one who kicked her out less than a week later. And apparently, while in this group, Katie started moderating for Autistic Shill. And Autistic Shill, at the time she took these screenshots, she didn't know that Katie had been booted from the group. And here's where we're at now, what I'm about to show you. If I got any of that wrong, please let me know. Let me check chat before I get into it. I didn't know she was booted from the group, but I shared screenshots of me asking about her that's on my timeline. Okay. Gotcha. Okay, so here we have it. Let me change the screen a little bit. Here we go. So, yeah, KJ has ruined lives and been involved her when someone's hurt or has passed. I mean, she was a mod on my page in 2018 and 19, and she never participated. Look her up on the internet. There are massive groups who are calling out her BS behavior. This is from the MLM police. Anti-MLM regarding the Dre McRae paparazzi true crime situation. Katie Joy, a.k.a. Oh, yeah, I remember this poem. I read this earlier. Katie Joy, a.k.a. Without a Crystal Ball, as usual, saw this going on and jumped right into covering the whole situation. She is exploiting this for her personal gain. She's a narcissist. She's sloppy as fuck and doesn't thoroughly research things and just rage posts anything and everything because her number one concern is money. That I disagree with. I think it's her number two concern, but close. But it's semantics, whatever. She will post false and misleading content if she hasn't already. She will hurt all those involved. Katie Joy stories people's lives. Kind of like someone who's just blunt to the point. So now these I kind of want to read them from the subreddit. I need others' thoughts. Okay, so here's what here's what Autistic Shell had posted in the Facebook group. All right, moderate your Facebook group. She said, "Hey, is Catherine Paulson not here anymore? Members list and she's not on it. I'm curious if it's woo related or not. That's all." And then this one here says, "I need others' thoughts. Catherine Paulson has been on both Furry Tales and said no autistic pages." They're just kind of the names of Autistic Shell's pages. She left admin chat about 2 weeks ago and has abandoned pseudoscience. She didn't say anything before leaving, but didn't leave either page. Okay. I think it's best to remove her, but I don't know if that's okay in social etiquette. Help, please. Fair question, I think. Very fair. Now, what's this over here? Can I read your subreddit post? All right, let me check chat. I didn't know she was booted. Okay, so you scroll it up. Oh my God! Hey, thank you so much for the super sticker, Grandma Lori. Thank you. Yes, I can read it. Okay, cool. Thank you. All right, so here's on this post here on Autistic Shell's Facebook page that I just read from. There's also 2 links in the post, and these are the 2 links, and they lead back to the subreddit, WOACB subreddit. So this first one is from 2 years ago, October 7th, 2020. And it says, okay, that's a little short. Another frustrated debunker here. Okay, I've been following this sub for a while, but don't get much time to keep up with everything. I'm a mom of an autistic child. Please bear with me as I am also autistic, ADHD, I don't know what that word is, dyspraxic, and have PTSD. I lived through a coup d'etat and dictatorship as a small child. Oh yeah, Chile. Yep. I met KJ on Facebook in a debunking group. I was asking for help on my pages. She responded, so I added her. That same day, she blocked 2 people over some minor disagreement. That was a red flag, but I ignored it. She never interacted on our page mod chat. I was happy that I had someone else sharing posts as our other admins moderate the pages. She was only interested in talking to you if it helped her. Yeah. When she abandoned debunking groups, people were asking what was going on. Personally, she's a snob. All her debunking felt plastic. At least try caring for what you stand for. Oh my God, yeah. I have many quirks, so I try giving people too many chances. She abandoned our admin chat, and I didn't get rid of her thinking she'd leave on her own or talk to me. Or talk to me. I finally messaged her. She ignored me. I kept her on, but not much longer. After I removed her, she blocked me. What the I talked to the other admins about it first. I'm passionate about debunking and hate the boring real-life drama stuff she does. There's a couple that I was okay with. She lost me with her fake plastic attitude. I love that. It just wasn't about passion. I debunked because of the abuse autistics and other disabled people face. I was severely bullied. I hate seeing children abused and hate it. For me, it's not just the physical/medical abuse, but also the mental abuse and the way the pseudoscience cult exploits their children. Yeah. The issues are the privacy breaches. Their child will never do this or that, blah, blah, blah. Their child insert diapers, headbanging, etc. They publicly say they don't want the child they have. They think they're separating their child's diagnosis and their child. I'm that survivor. I'm sorry, but I'm glad you are, like, survivor part. But yeah, that stuff hurts. But of course, those of us who speak out don't meet the expectations, and therefore they won't listen because the people they're talking about can't speak out. In other words, the autistics who can't stand up against their abusive parents. The debunking community is much like me. We care about the vulnerable and people in general. I never got that from Katie. By the way, the interaction with her was in 2018, 2019. I forget. I'm just tired of seeing KJ profit off the stories without caring. She hasn't found her passion. It's always about her. Well, yeah, that might be her passion. But yeah, it's not a passion though. You're right. I get wanting to get paid for this, but that's not why she went in debunking groups. Once she added support button on her page, and then later when she started YouTube, that's all she promoted. She stopped pushing her videos on Facebook. When she shared her YouTube posts on my pages, she asked for subscribers. She gained followers on the autistic community, as one of my pages is for autistics. Excuse me. Anyways, that's when I couldn't get her plastic attitude out of my mind. I stayed silent trying to understand her, but I'm not easy to understand either. So I'm thinking she's going to block me on Twitter, but meh. Yeah, I think so. And yeah, meh. All right. I don't want to get into reading people's comments on subreddit. I don't know how they'll feel about it. I think they'd be okay, but just in case. And then the next one. Here we go. Okay. This is from October 2021. Oh, this is my son's birthday, October 8th. Okay. Back when Katie was debunking and on my 2 pages, 2 screenshots in 2 different groups from 2019 from me. The second screenshot has replies about her behavior, and friends' posts come up with the same disappointment, frustrations, and anger about Katie. So Artistic Shell writes, I need others' thoughts. Catherine Paulson has been on both Furry Tales and Said No Autistic pages. She left admin chat about 2 weeks ago and has abandoned pseudoscience. She didn't say anything before leaving, but didn't leave either page. I think it's best to remove her, but I don't know if that's okay in social etiquette. Help, please. Okay. Oh, wait, I gotta go this way, right? Yep, there we go. Hey, is Catherine Paulson not here anymore? I members list, and she's not on it. I'm curious if we're related or not at all. Okay. Oh, is that it? Oh, those are the only pictures? Okay. Okay, good. I was going to say, yeah, I'm kind of showing your name there. I don't know if you realized by that someone pointed that out to you in the chat or in the comments. Okay. Blocked by Katie on Twitter and Instagram. Yeah, I am too. Oh my God, it's cool. You guys have the same diagnosis, Reagan? That's cool. I mean, it's not, but it is, you know. It's not cool, but I get it. All right. I don't know. I'm just going to shut up because I'm not very good sometimes with words. See the dates, January 3rd and November 19, 2019. She never interacted in the chat. I'm fine with my name. Okay. All right, let me go back here. Oh, okay. January, okay. I see. From January to November, okay. Okay, interesting. Wait, just okay. November 6th. Okay. Oh, that's a 6? It wasn't November. Or no, wait. No, I'm thinking of the other one. It was October, not November. All right. Can you drop the link again when you can? Okay, sure. Yes, I can. And I'm going to send you a link. When you get in here, actually, I'll send it to you in the private chat backstage, and that's a link to the PDF file that we're reading from, so you can have your own copy, so we don't have to share. It was a joke. Yes, I will definitely be checking out Molly Golightly when we're done here. Yeah, Grandma Lori, we all, I know exactly what you're thinking and feeling right now. Like, I made that mistake several times. I actually had to make that mistake several times before I kind of learned that it's just not going to change, you know. I think I had to learn it more than most people, in fact, though, to learn it. So, but yeah, sadly that's the way it is. In a sense, though, it's nice to have something dependable in your life, though. It's not, but it is. Dyspraxia is a very rare diagnosis. Okay. Didn't want to share anyways. I tried different lipstick tonight, and I don't like how it's making my lips feel. Yay! Please no penis. Please no penis. Hello?
Hello?
yay, no penis. Okay. Hi.
Yeah.
I'm a dick, but I'm not a penis. Good. How are you? You're a little low, but it might be these too. I can switch to my other ones. Now you're breaking up a little bit.
You hear me now?
I can hear you, yeah, but like I said, I don't know. Is anyone else hearing her break up a little bit, or is it just me? It could just be me.
Oh, the storm just came through. It was sunny at like 101 degrees, and now it's like 80 degrees.
Oh, yeah? I heard 80 degrees.
Oh, good.
All right, let me switch. I'm just going to switch. I'm going to switch up Bluetooth real quick because these don't fit in my ear. That might be why I'm not hearing too well. These will definitely be better. So 1 second. Connect. Okay. Why are they not connecting? Okay. Okay, now I'll be able to hear better.
Now?
I can hear better, yeah. Huh?
Feel like a variety guy. Remember, can you hear me now?
What didn't he evidently or eventually end up becoming the Sprint guy? I remember that. I was like, nicely played there, Sprint. Nicely played. All right, so, huh?
It was a good slide in on their move. What to do?
Why can't I hear you? I don't know what the hell's the problem. I mean, I can hear you, but I'm having a hard time making out words.
Can you hear me better now?
A little bit, yeah. Right, copy link. All right, so in StreamYard here, if you probably see the chat. I don't know. Have you been in StreamYard before? Do you know how this works?
I have no idea how it works.
Okay. To the right, to your screen there on the right, you're going to see the chat going from YouTube. Over to the right of that, all the way over to the right, you're going to see it's comments, banners, or maybe you won't see banners. I don't know, but you'll see private chat listed over there too. If you click on private chat, then the private chat comes up, and I'm posting a link in there now. And the link is to the PDF file on a Google Drive link. So. Yeah, I don't have the plug-in headphones anymore either. Damn it. Oh wait, yes I do. Yes I do. Yes I do. Shit. Where are they? In fact, these will be good. They're the big fat gaming ones. I'll be right back. Okay. I hate these. I look like such a dork. She can't find the whole. All right. Settings, audio. Is that right? Oh, now I hear some shit. Okay. Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, I got you.
Oh, yeah. You definitely sound better now. Okay. I just needed my gaming headphones. Okay. So were you able to pull up that link?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
Okay. So, okay. Now I'll explain it to you as I explain it to other people here too. These are, this is a couple of conversations here. Steve had shared them with me. They're from years ago, whatever. They're from Google Plus. I mean, who does that? I mean, Google Plus isn't even a thing anymore. I don't know. But anyway, there are two conversations. There were two conversations with two people, because these are the two conversations that were mentioned on Nikki's stream. One is with that Fiona chick who was on the stream, but that's not the one we have pulled up right now. And that one is just when they had their falling out, when they stopped talking with one another. The one we're looking at now, though, is with someone named Hillary. And we're looking at this one because Fiona mentioned it. And, well, it's pretty funny, especially when they have their falling out. They're nice with each other for like one page, and then they have a falling out for a few pages. It's funny. I'm just going to put it at that. So, and I want to point out too that, wait a minute. Oh, I'm sorry. You're having issues with your internet? Oh, I'm sorry. Well, bye, Claire. Thanks for being here. The reason why I'm sharing this, though, is because in that stream, Fiona had made some accusations that the reason why Hillary stopped talking or whatever with Steve is because Steve wouldn't leave Hillary alone, and that she finally had enough and said, just I can't take the sexual harassment or whatever anymore. Okay, I just want to leave that out there and read it real quick. But it's fun. All right, so let me pull. Okay, so it starts with. Oh, no, wait, shoot, this is the fight. Oh, shoot, I pulled up the wrong one. Hillary. Huh. Damn it, it's Fiona. Again, I can't, it's not fucking here again. Okay. All right, I said the wrong one. Now I have the right one. But keep that link though still, because that's next. So, all right, I'm putting this other link in the private chat again. So, and this one's only it says 2 pages, but it's 1.5 pages. Now, I want to point out that the timeline here, because this is when Hillary and Steve first start talking or whatever, and it's in September 2016. So, and these DMs here in particular have already made their way out on Twitter, even just recently. So, it's not like I'm doxing anything, and there's nothing in here, anyways. But so Hillary starts with, "You don't know me, but I was watching your hangout earlier. The personhood topic has come up a lot lately, and I thought that this legal definition would help you in your discussions." Person definition: an entity recognized by the law as separate and independent with legal rights and existence, including the ability to sue and be sued, to sign contracts, to receive gifts, to appear in court either by themselves or by lawyer, and generally other powers incidental to the full expression of the entity in law. Okay, what's that? Oh no, we lost Dirty Uncle Sal. Hang on a second, lost my headphone connection. Okay. All right. I'll check the chat here when you're ready. Then I'll add you back. Just let me know when you're ready. So it was too long to copy and paste in the live chat, so I hope you don't mind me sending it to you here. At least that's how I read that. You're back. Okay. There you are.
Hi. Okay. Sorry.
Oh my God. That's wow. Okay. That's way better. Like.
Sorry. My battery was dying on my other headphones, so I didn't know that. I didn't know that until they shut off on me. So I apologize. All right.
Okay.
So you want to start the Hillary Pugh one?
Yes. I sent you 2 links. So pull up the second link because I sent you the wrong one first.
Can you send it to me the second one again because it cleared up? It cleared it off.
Sure. Okay. I didn't think about that. Okay, so this is the one we're doing right now.
Okay.
Right, and here you go.
Oh, pick this account, pick that account. Who cares? Pick it.
You have several Gmails too?
Yeah, I have hang out with Hillary Pugh, September 20, 2016.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I got that one.
Okay. So I already read up until Steve's first comment there.
All right, ready for my Steve?
Yeah.
All right. Hi, Hillary. Of course, I know you. And thank you for the reference. I'm not sure how it applies to what I was saying, only because my argument was only towards a zygote being a human, not that it was a personhood.
It's not a bad Steve, I'll be honest.
Well, I got to add a little more arrogance. It'll be fun. They'll pick it up.
Pro-life advocates are fighting for legal standing for zygotes. This is why, LOL. They keep trying to equate human and person in a legal sense, and it is utterly preposterous when you read the legal definition.
Okay, got
it. I don't hear you. Is it me? You're not muted. Oh, there you are. Okay, now I hear you.
Oh, it's not letting me do both screens at once. How about now? You still hear me?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, gotcha. Mine was from a biological definition, but see your point. Smiley face.
Just thought this might give you some more ammo. Carry on. Your hangouts are much better than Nadia's, by the way.
Oh, thank you, Hillary. While I'm not in competition with Nadia, it's still nice to hear. Feel free to share my vids to get a wider audience and help me with some Patreon funding.
Will do. Not that I carry much sway around here. Most think I'm fucking nuts or a nasty old cunt. I'll do my best to try to help you though.
Nah, you've always been cool with me, and you have followed my channel for quite a while, smiley face.
But you have an important voice in this community, and I'm glad to see you grab the bull by the horns like you have.
You think so? Kind of think I'm rather marginal sometimes, but glad people listen.
You have great bullshit radar and know the right kinds of people to answer it if you can't do it yourself. That is incredibly important around here. All bullshit must be called out immediately or it festers like a crap-packed open wound. It's to be descriptive. I don't hear her again. And I'll put, for the next one, I'll put them up on the screen. I didn't even think to put them up on the screen.
Okay, can you hear me?
Oh, yep. Yeah, now I can hear you.
Okay, that's weird. Okay, so love you, couldn't agree more.
Gotta run. Catch you on the flip side.
Thank you for your support.
I see what I mean. These are hilarious.
That's a ego stroke if I ever saw one in my.
Tell me she wasn't flirting
Wow.
with him. She was flirting with him like hardcore.
She was flirting with me, and I'm just reading it. Like, wow. If he stopped short, she disappeared. God. Wow.
Okay.
All right, you want to go back to the other one? Or?
Yeah, here's the link to the other one. This is this apparently is the end of Stephen Hillary's.
Oh, so she stopped kissing his ass at this point.
Yeah.
Wow, that was quick.
He kind of stopped kissing hers too.
Well, I'm gonna reserve judgments.
Now I want to point out this is only like a month and a half later too. I think it was like
it's
September.
not even a full month.
Yeah,
it's not even a full month.
Okay,
like 3 weeks tops.
Okay, so
all right.
Oh wait, let me share the screen, so people can see it. I forgot to share screen last time.
Well, at least you're not muted.
True. All right, so okay, yeah, that's good. Right. I don't like you anymore, and I will tell you why. You see women as toys for your pleasure. You have laughed when other men make cunt jokes and have made it clear that you hate feminists.
I dislike SJW feminists. Seriously. I have a ton of ex-girlfriends on my Facebook page who respect and love me. I treat women with more respect than you could ever imagine. Please do not go full what? Assy with me?
Yeah, no.
Okay, whatever. Don't go full asshole. There you go. Don't respond and I will forget about you completely. Misplaced comments, please. Sound good?
It is spelled ASPIE for your future reference. I don't care how other females take your behavior. I was speaking to how I take your behavior. Allies for you does nothing. I made a public comment that you are sexist and see females as prey. Your behavior has proved my point.
This is why I dislike SJWs. Moving on. Seriously though, just stop. I can't stand SJWs when they get like this.
You can define my opinion however you want. You attempted to publicly trivialize what I said publicly when you asked me to be your lab partner. What was your goal there?
Just stop. It was a joke. Just stop. Stop. Your SJW bullshit, please. I'm in no mood for it.
Jokes are supposed to be funny. What was funny about your response?
Stop.
Your response was not funny. It was an attempt to marginalize my comment and present sexual superiority.
You are borderline harassing me. Please stop. Take your SJW nonsense elsewhere. I am not interested.
You can block me anytime you like.
I have no reason to. I have much thicker skin than SJWs. But like to see when they know, when to shut the fuck up, when they ask to stop.
You are panicking now. You know that you have been disgusting, but want an excuse for it. Sexual jokes are an assault. You can deny that all you want.
No, I'm getting annoyed. You are 100% way off the mark and have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. Jokes are an assault? Oh, dear God. Hillary, sleep it off. Seriously, I have no patience with SJWs as they are astronomically thin-skinned and far too sensitive. No patience.
Minimizing an assault does not redefine it.
Please stop making yourself look batshit crazy, okay? Oh, fuck off. I'm not indulging your paranoid delusions of what is sexual assault.
Do you, as male, feel perfectly free to sexually define all of your interactions?
This is exactly what SJWs are thought to be batshit insane. I'm done with this ridiculous conversation. You are loony today, and I hope you get some sleep, or I hope you get to sleep it off, and we forget this conversation later.
I will not forget your lack of curiosity. What was your motive in asking me if I would be lab partner? I will tell you why. You are a sexually frustrated middle-aged man that is angry. You want to blame your sexual failures on women as a whole. You think that by making them less of a human than you are is the way to go. You accept and laugh at cunt jokes by Sam, a self-admitted misogynist.
I will not indulge your SJW insanity, or SWJ insanity. Moving on. And you are acting exactly like a cunt. So take a look in the mirror. Go get laid or something. If anyone's sexually frustrated, it's absolutely you. Have you been laid this year? Decade?
Oh, shit. He ran out of fucks there.
Right?
Apparently so.
Wow.
Okay. So the only way I can be acceptable to you is if I get laid. charming. Watch the death of your channel as a result of your Neolithic worldview.
www.backpage.com. Go get a date. Threatening my channel is a true SWJ. Good job. I asked you to stop. You didn't. So I'm going to express myself, and you go to my channel, and you go to my channel. Perfecto.
I won't have to do anything, you fucking moron. You do it yourself.
Let's see what people think of me threatening my channel because your delicate sensitives were hurt. I hate feminists. You remind me why. Thank you. At least this will make a good hangout later, showing people what batshit is for SJW.
Yeah, Steve, you wrote that out wrong. It's delicate sensitivities. You're not okay.
No, I read it right. It was right.
No,
I wrote it right.
Yeah, you read it. Absolutely, you read it right. No, he typed
no,
it
I'm
out
saying
wrong.
as Steve. Yeah, as Steve, like sensitive cues. What?
Yeah. I know you hate feminists. I said that you hate feminists. I have data for my stances.
Stances?
Yeah.
Stances.
You have jack shit. Good luck.
SJW, SJW equals go around throwing out false and unsubstantiated accusations due to some fake sense of moral superiority and hatred towards males. You want to go down this route, Hillary? Make sure you do. Make sure you do.
Stances.
I will be more than happy to address this in Hangout later tonight. Should be great. Thanks for the topical material. Hillary Pugh, SJW, loses her shit over joke. Modern feminist in action. Feminism in action. Sound good?
Unlike you, I point out male characteristics and not males as a whole. You have demonstrated your proclivity toward male superiority.
Fiona Robertson, Jade West, a couple other names, blah, blah, blah. I have a hangout planned later tonight. Hillary Pugh, SJW, loses her shit over joke. Modern feminism in action. And would like you all to attend since you all will be having a hangout on Wednesday. I want to have a brief hangout from a male perspective on this SJW infection that has tried to take over the internet. Oh my God! Oh my G plus!
On G plus!
On my G plus! I still read that wrong. On my G plus. Go ahead and do your SJW crap there.
I will attend that hangout knowing that it is stacked against me, and I will be muted. Just give me the link. I was muted in your last hangout, and expect the same.
Link to Google Plus. Steve McRae.
Do you have the guts to talk about your intentions in your comments?
Go ahead. Show people SJW batshit lunacy. There isn't much to talk about in the comments. Only showing people you're clearly SJW batshit crazy.
Send link.
Link sent.
That is a link to your site, not a hangout. Give me a link to a hangout.
Not having it until later.
You advertise it as occurring now. Why did you change your mind?
Can you lower your voice, please?
No, I didn't. I said I will have a hangout on it. I didn't say right this second.
Then when is the second it will happen? You had a post about it. Why the delay?
I never said it would be right now. I said I will be more than happy to address this in a hangout later tonight. Later tonight.
What time?
No idea. When I feel like it.
Then why advertise it? Fiona is already furious, apparently. Maybe you realized that you didn't have a fucking leg to stand on and decided to delay it.
Later tonight. Do those words confuse you?
They don't confuse, nor inform, confuse. Define later. You were energized enough by the conversation to announce it. Why are you backing away now?
I cannot go on air at the moment. I did not say I could.
Can and could mean essentially the same thing. Why are you delaying? You announced the debate on Google Plus. Cliff saw it, Fiona saw it, are spending your time making allies? Parasites make allies.
Not delaying, just cannot do one at the moment.
ATM?
At the moment.
Why not? You announced it in a rather negative way toward me.
I've been running into and out of the bathroom all day. Not going to start hangout right now.
Then why did you announce it using my name?
I said later tonight for a reason. Holy shit.
So I am expected to be insulted for however many hours you seem fit.
Don't expect anything.
I expect very little from you, Steve. Rest assured.
This form. Good.
You are a parasite. You gain life and power from others. You are in the sad place of relying on others for your life. I doubt that you will be willing to continue this conversation. You are far too defensive of your parasite status. You search for others to give you energy. When they don't, you attack them. I guess you will ignore this, call me names, but this is who you are, Steve.
So you shared parts of this convo publicly. Why were you so triggered?
Sorry,
sorry, that's you. That's my bad.
So you shared parts of this convo publicly. Why were you so triggered by this? You are proving my point. Don't be surprised at the results. I know who you are now.
Oh, sorry. You are clearly disturbed with some major issues. I know you are as well. An SJW who looks for trivial things to find fault with to feed your persecution complex. I don't need anyone's energy. I don't want it to continue, as people have reminded me you are mentally damaged and damn. And I don't want to add to your trauma. I shall not be responding to you any further. End scene.
End scene. Yes. So there we go.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm. Now,
wow.
that did not sound to me like someone who got sick and tired of someone's harassment and whatnot.
That's her following him around to harass him.
Yeah. It's
like, I don't understand what the direction from her was. Like, okay, so he made a comment. Okay, accept it, move on, or be pissed off about it, say something, and move forward. Like, what's the problem here?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, she chose to follow him and continue to harass him. He's not wrong.
And
you know,
the whole lab partner thing. She was in college, okay, and they didn't live near each other, whatever. You know, they were just friends online. But she was in college, and she was complaining that she didn't have a lab partner. So he just said,
"Oh, can you blame anybody for not wanting to be partners with her?" Shit.
Fair assessment. But then he said, like, as kind of a joke, like, "Oh, I'll be your lab partner." You know, obviously he's not taking the course, so he can't be her lab partner. He doesn't live near her. Obviously, it's a joke. Right. But she takes this, "What did you mean you would be my lab partner, you pervert?"
I think she took the word partner and ran with it then, because like that just seems like somebody consoling a friend who's maybe kind of a loser.
Yeah.
I mean, because like if nobody wanted to be partners with her and it's a lab project, I mean, I'm pretty sure there's probably a throuple somewhere in there that want to be partners with her. I mean, and she's going to take the statement, "Oh, hey, yeah, I'll be a lab partner," as, oh, you're coming on to me, you're hitting me. What? So she's sheltered or just delusional. Because like that, I mean, she overinflated it for no reason.
See, I also kind of I wonder if maybe she thought that she had been like really heavily flirting with him, and she thought maybe he was flirting back, and then she realized that he wasn't, and then thus the breakup.
I don't want to speak for him, but like she came. It's almost like she came at him out of nowhere. I don't want to speak for him, but it's like the way he was talking, he didn't seem to be flirting with her. Like she was flirting with him. I mean, he kind of batted around with her, but it's like I don't think he saw it that way.
Right, I don't either. I don't think he saw it. Yeah, I agree.
I thought he was just bantering with her. I think what he saw. Mm-hmm. And then like as far as using the word cunt, okay, it's just a word, A, but B, she's the one who started throwing it around first. She called herself a cunt.
Yeah, she did.
So why she would attack him about it? It's like maybe you should read back your hangout there, dude, and maybe, I don't know, calm down. just a suggestion.
I'm guessing though that telling her to calm down would go over very well.
Yeah, because talent's often don't be wet. I'm just saying. That's wow. That's woo. I mean, he's not wrong in his assessment. Maybe she's a little bit loony. I mean, should he have said it that way? Probably not. But I got no tact either, so I can't say anything about that.
Yeah, there's something going on there. I don't know.
Yeah, but it almost seems like she like got offline and was like talking up about him, you know, maybe like building him up, and then when he didn't reciprocate somewhere else, like I'm wondering, is there a conversation in between that we're not aware of?
Well, I imagine, I imagine that there was, because I mean, there were several, a few weeks that passed in between these two conversations. I don't know.
Yeah, it seems like there's a part missing in between A to B. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm sure.
And I think he was just bantering with her, and she probably just took her on. She seems like a very isolated kind of person. I don't want to say isolated, that's not right, but maybe just sheltered. Good for her. Because she's flirting, but then doesn't, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if it makes any sense.
She doesn't know how to flirt.
It's like the social cue thing. Like she read into it more than he did, and when he didn't reciprocate in the way that she wanted, then all of a sudden, oh, he's terrible. He's harassing me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I mean, like, there's just something missing, or I don't know. Maybe she's a nuts. I don't know.
I picked up on the same thing. Yeah. Okay. So I sent you this.
Next one.
Yeah. This is the last link. We're only going to read one of the PDF files of this. Of the.
Oh, how many are there?
There's two actually, but I mean, the first one is it just shows them getting along nice. So I mean, that's
after.
Huh?
Is this after that last one?
No, this is.
Oh, yeah, it is.
No, wait,
way after.
it is. Yeah, it is. Okay. I didn't see the year. Yeah. So
wow, okay.
In Nikki's stream, Fiona had said that they're falling out. She had the last straw was when they were on a live stream together. They were talking about something to do with the husband stitch thing or whatever. Something.
No,
that's right. No, Steve later told me after Nikki's stream that he thinks maybe this is the conversation. Or there was some conversation about the husband stitch. They did a stream on it anyways. But Fiona,
okay.
the way Fiona recalled it is they were talking about like abortion shit, and so when she had said that she starts sharing her birth story or whatever, and says that she was in labor for 56 hours and she had a C-section, to which she then said, so then Steve says to me, oh, you had a cesarean section. Oh, so you're still pretty tight down there. Or some shit like that.
I have to comment on your last video about this.
Yeah.
Because I was so confused about this conversation. Okay. All right.
Yeah. And as soon as I heard her say that, I'm like, I
was confused. Like when I was listening to your last the quick takes video, this was the conversation, and I was confused. Like, okay, so she's so offended by what he said about the husband stitch, and I'm just purely my feeling about that whole thing. Mm-hmm. I didn't understand why she was bringing up her birth story. Like, okay, so what does that have to do with the conversation at hand? Unless now knowing that that's the context of the conversation to begin with is of that birth, the husband stitch. It's like, well, you felt confident enough to go into that live stream. You felt confident enough to speak about it, and Steve's kind of dumb when it comes to social cues. I can see how he would have asked that. Whether or not she took offense to it, that's completely on her. But then Sam followed him around for the next how many years, insulting him and harassing him and talking shit about him. That's completely on her.
Right. Yeah.
So I don't understand why she got so offended, and he's still offended by that one statement. It's like, that's years ago. Let it go.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I agree. Like if he had said that, and like if I were in her shoes, like, yeah, I'd be like, that's kind of weird.
I'd be like, that's none of your damn business. That's kind of personal.
Yeah. And then that would have been the end of it. I also want to point out though too, had he actually said this, I no doubt that Unirock would be aware of this, and this would have been thrown up in his face constantly.
Wouldn't there have been more people too? Because like, from what I'm understanding, wasn't there like 4 or 5 people having this conversation, or like were in this live stream or participated in some way?
She said on Nikki's stream that she the way she worded it was, of course, no one's going to believe me, just like they didn't believe Katie Joy, which told me that the conversation that she was going to reference happened like before a stream, and it was just the two of them on the backstage call or whatever.
Okay. So, yes, I didn't hear that part because I didn't listen to Nikki's stream, so that was far too many hours to dedicate.
Oh, I hear you. I hear you.
All right, so this makes sense. Okay, I got context now. I got it.
This here is wait a minute. I need to put this up. Okay, this here is just they're falling out. So
okay, so is it from the first page then, or?
Huh?
Are we reading from the first page?
Oh yeah,
or is it down farther? Okay.
Yeah, no, right there.
All right, cool. Okay. Oh, it's me first. Woo-hoo. I get it first. Okay.
Scene.
Okay. I just want you to know that combo with Serb is absolutely totally fabricated. As I said, there are trolls doing this. I know you, and I don't agree on a lot of things, but I have never lied to you. And I hope one day you realize that, and that I have nothing but respect for you. Serb is supposedly telling people he is trolling me, and even has told me that on air back in 2017, which is when I blocked him. I don't even recognize off the top of my head 3 names on that list, and no use of and no use of which I can't go even 3 sentences without using LOL.
Yeah, there's somewhat fishy.
So, that's awesome. Kevin invested and determined it was 100% fake, and I thanked him for it. Investigated, that is.
It's a familiar MO. Was done to me a few years ago.
Crazed botanist, I'm fairly sure, but not totally positive, was one of the 50 names I removed from troll accounts that flooded the GDC a few months ago. I don't know the name Jim Overbeck, but I am again pretty sure that group was from a troll group called Trolls, Haters, and Naysayers on Von Helton's troll group. A Von Helton troll group, I was warned, had me in their crosshairs back when Drag was asking me about who was after my channel. This group was part of a group that almost led to a friend killing themselves. Oh God, this screen is so small. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Friends killing themselves, and vicious, right, and vicious attacks against her and her reputation. That is why I didn't go into detail with Drag. It wasn't. It wasn't because I thought he had anything to do with it. I just think he got caught up in it all. I don't think he had willful malice. I just didn't. I never did. Maybe one day, him and I can repair things. I don't know. I just didn't want this troll group to have fuel for the fire, and that is all. And didn't want people mentioning them by name. They are one of 3 out there at the moment who are not just after me, but after other people as well.
He's gonna kill me for this probably, but I just want to point out that there's another person we know who's always blaming shit on troll groups. Just putting it out there.
Sorry, I have cough tickle my ass.
They might know each other. I don't know.
They seem. Are you sure they're the same person? Maybe.
I don't.
Are they all hanging out? Are they all smoking toast?
Have Steve and Unirock ever been in the same room at the same time?
I don't think so.
I don't either.
Do we know they're 2 different people then?
What's that?
Do we even know they're 2 different people then? I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah,
Nobody's ever seen all these people in one room.
Yeah, I'm not ready. I'm not ready to commit to anything just yet. I need more proof. I think
I'm still under investigation.
Oh yeah, yep, I think so.
But I think you're right. The troll group thing, you're right. I don't know. That's the thing.
Drag didn't get caught up in anything. He offered to help you out if you were struggling to keep the group going while you were ill.
I believe that. And again, don't think he had malice or alternative motives or anything like that. But eventually he got vicious, accusing me of lying, being paranoid, delusional, like Ronnie, etc. I think that is getting caught up.
The problem begins in your drunk rant where you accused him and the Mozzies.
Quit getting those rats drunk.
Huh?
Quit getting those rats drunk.
The problem begins in your drunk rat where you accused him and the Mozzies are trying to steal your group. At that point, Drag had enough, and I don't blame him.
No, the problem began with Sam and Drag making how many videos against me. The rant was just my breaking point, dealing with so much false negativity. Wait, what? False negativity?
Yeah. Yeah, but making false accusations against them was down to you. Look, how many people had a problem with how you were handling the moderation of the group? It was a fair few of your staunchest supporters. Where are they now? Are they all wrong and you're right? You didn't want to listen to what they had to say, so they voiced their opinions elsewhere. If the aim of the trolls was to drive a wedge between you and the better known members of the community, you did their work for them.
I didn't make false allegations against them. They did against me. I think much of what they had to say was petty, and Sam's incessant need to talk about my Patreon was annoying. I have staunch supporters, those who have believed me from the beginning, rather than think I'm lying, fostering this narrative. That word. I was paranoid. You can lay blame on me, but you may want to know, or you may want to look at who make those videos fostering this drama. I made one. If you can't see that, then it is what it is. At least you know I did not have that convo with Serb, and that is good enough for me.
Oh, so the Mods and Drag were trying to steal your group, were they? They were trying to leech away your members, were they?
I have reasons to suspect things. Could I be wrong? Sure. But that does not mean I didn't have good reasons for believing what I did. I am not a Mott fan. I am not a Mott fan at all. And after what I saw happening to Drag, I lost trust in him. And all the shit talking he did about me sure didn't help change that. Now did it? You're so quick to lay blame on things, but neglect to see how much Drag and Sam did to foster his negativity over how many months? How many videos did they go after me? I didn't foster that. They did.
Mott gave you really good advice. You didn't want to hear it. You can't treat people like shit and expect undying loyalty. That's what I saw you doing. And then to accuse Drag and the Motts of trying to steal your members or your group, that really was beyond the pale. Has Sam and Drag been perfect? No, they haven't. But neither of you, and you did more to stroke this crap than anyone else with the way you treated people. You don't seem to get that the whole origin of this is in how you treated people who tried to help you.
It really is a hell of a thing, not knowing who you can trust when you're constantly being called a liar. Paranoid. Mott's advice was shit. He spent 15 minutes asking me about my Patreon again. You think that's beyond the pale? When Drag and Sam called me paranoid liar? Fiona, I did not want their help. Get that? Great if someone wants to help. But Mott has nothing to do with me, and I didn't ask his opinion on anything. I don't value his opinion on anything. If people offer help and is rejected, you move on. They made it personal. All I wanted was for them to stop trying to help me and to just shut the fuck up about me and let me move on. Can they do that?
Then if you don't want help, there's no more to say.
Right. Thank you. Now we're getting somewhere.
No, we've got nowhere at all. This goes back to the G-Man debacle. You didn't want to hear why people push back.
I don't want their help. I want them to leave me alone with their accusations of lying. And no, it does not have to do with G-Man. Jade explained that over and over.
Steve, until you realize that the problems began with how you reacted to advice during the G-Man debacle, you will never grasp this.
I know exactly what happened with the G-Man situation. So does G-Man. It was way overblown and way out of context, and something that was at first was not even my idea. This was Tony V's, and it was meant to be something fun, not serious. People way overreached, but I don't want to rehash old drama.
In your opinion, but many of us could see where it would lead, and it did. You may not want to rehash old drama, but you need to understand that that's where this began.
Jade agrees with me on this, and I trust his advice on it. So let's leave it at that, shall we? You know now that chat was fabricated. That is all. That is all I wanted to discuss. Not old drama that gets brought up all the time. Things need to be let go.
Okay, Steve, I get it. You just don't want to know. My problems with you began over the G-Man debacle, but Jade says that they didn't, so I must be wrong about what I had a problem with. Got it. FGS. I don't know what FGS means.
For God's sake.
For God's sake, listen to yourself. I know what I had a problem with. It's down to me to tell you what I had a problem with.
Sigh. So I listened to someone else other than you. So you must be wrong. That isn't how it works. You have your reasoning, and that's your reasoning to believe that you believe. There's no right or wrong. It is opinion. For fuck's sake. It's so trivial, petty.
No, I know what I had a problem with better than anyone else knows what I had a problem with.
That's not true. Sure, I find it petty, and I disagree with you on it, but that does not mean I think you're wrong for having an opinion.
If you want to know my personal opinion on something, who do you ask? Me or someone else?
I didn't ask for your opinion on it. You gave it unsolicited again.
And I'm telling you that my problem began with the G-Man thing.
I asked other people for theirs. Okay, fair enough. I can't change it. So what do you want from me?
But you just told me that Jade disagrees with me that my problem began with the G-Man business.
G-Man didn't have a problem with it, but you do. Okay, and what would you like for me to fix it?
But of course, my opinion is unsolicited and was given in your group where you made the post about it. If you didn't want opinions, you should have said something. Still, once again, you've just confirmed that you didn't give a fuck about what your members or mods thought. Yes, the problem was that you were going to ban people from your hangouts if they disobeyed your instruction. And you publicly told a mod that their opinion wasn't wanted.
How you read into things is amazing. Always looking for the least charitable interpretation. They were not banned from my hangouts. For fuck's sake. It was nothing to be taken serious. It was not me saying you are banned. Mwahaha. It was something Tony V thought would be funny. So I listened. Your opinion on it before. Didn't agree. Moved on. What do you want from me to do? What do you want me to do to fix it?
Yeah, and Tony V was wrong, wasn't he? We tried to explain this to you at the time, but you didn't want to listen. Now look where we're at.
Oh, I lost it. Where we're at? Oh, there we are. Okay. Okay, he was wrong. Great. Not going to disagree because of all the drama it caused over something so petty. But again, what would you like for me to do to fix it?
That's what happens in groups. Those of us who've been around groups for a long time know this. We've seen it happen before. We tried to warn you, but you knew best. You basically shit all over those trying to help you. Of course, people were pissed off. Then you did it again with the MP business.
Then you stop helping someone rejects it. When someone rejects it, you don't make a few dozen videos on things attacking me personally day in and day out.
That's what people do when they're pissed off, Steve.
Now I rejected your help and disagree with your opinion. So again, what do you want for me to do to fix it? People get pissed over stupid shit. I find G-Man thing to be stupid shit.
You can't fix it because it's done. The problem is that you just want to dismiss the relevance of it, and you can't see how you brought this upon you about yourself. Yeah, we told you it was stupid shit at the time, but again, you knew best.
Okay, so it can't be fixed. Nothing I can do about it. Putting it in the past. Let's see now if you can. And let us not bring it up again. Sound good?
No, you still don't get it. It was the beginning of a pattern, and you haven't learned anything from it.
Well, I've done what I can. I've done what I can here. I've learned more than you know, Fiona. I'm putting it in the past, and if you can't, then nothing I can do about it. And my advice to you, unsolicited, now is for you to try to as well. But glad you do now know that third message thing was a fake.
I give up.
Thank you. Now, can we move on? Dwelling on old drama must stop at some point or some pint. And you need to learn to let things go. I have. Be well.
It's not about not letting go. It's about understanding how this came about. And to do that, you have to go back to the beginning and work it out.
Ugh. You can spend hours doing that. To me, it's wasted energy. I do not wish to rehash old drama, time and time again. I have given you my piece on it. Too many people dwell on drama.
Now, are you going to put things right with Mutts and Drag?
I want absolutely nothing to do with Mutt. And Drag owes me a hell of a lot of apologies before things could ever be right between us. And we both know that isn't going to happen. But I have no beef with Drag, and if the best I get is him just leaving me alone and not talking about me, I'm okay with that.
Then I am done with you. Goodbye.
Because I don't want anything to do with Mott? Interesting. Whatever. So much for me being allowed to have my opinion on someone I don't want to be friends with. Cheers.
Scene.
Wow. She's like a fucking little dog, like paws at the ground and then you take away whatever they're pawing at and then they can rub it back. Like, oh. Wow. Like she dropped it. How many times and she kept going? So to me now, that conversation they had and what she was saying about him being all sexually harassing, bullshit, because obviously she reads far too, like the word is like 50 different meanings to her.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so I mean, I kind of just, wow. But again, I must be a Steve lover, defender, whatever. Fucking, I don't really give a shit. But like, she just seems like a liar now. Whatever.
See, and that's my whole thing. Like, I don't care. I don't care what her problem was with Steve. I'm not coming at her.
I don't care.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about it. I don't give a shit about anything that was discussed in there. Exactly. I don't care. But when she sat there up on stream with us, and she told me a completely different story. That's, I don't know.
It's just what I heard. Just like the little bit that I heard on your thing. It's like she took offense with something that honestly, okay, if you're offended by it, walk away from it. You don't need to pursue it. Okay. I mean, it was callous kind of statement he made, sure, but it's Steve. I mean, if you knew anything about him, you know that he's kind of socially kind of awkward.
Yeah,
he's kind of geeky. So that wouldn't have been offensive to him. And if it was a group of people having a conversation about his husband's stitch in the first place, then it wouldn't be out of place for him to ask. He could have done it more sensitively, but like her offense is on her. But then to go back at him and go back at him and go back at him and follow him around for how many years now?
Yeah,
and just
exactly.
continue to drag an offense that happened years ago. It's like, that's a you thing, not a him thing. And that's a you thing that needs to be kept as a you thing.
And with the whole, like, for argument's sake, well, let's say he said that comment or whatever. I could, like you're saying, I could maybe see something being said, and it could maybe just very inappropriate, or very.
It was tactless, yeah.
Yes,
sure.
tactless, yes. And even then, I would presume that he didn't quite mean it like that, but it might have sounded like that. But when she told me the story, she didn't tell me anything about the husband situation. There's Steve's the one who filled me in on that later on. And
her not saying anything makes it look a whole lot worse. And then it gives credit to Katie's story about it.
Yes.
About what she said. So it's like, nobody's going to believe me. That right there says you're lying.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Exactly.
And without putting that husband statement in it, that's she's a liar. Like, or she's an exaggerator. Maybe not a liar, exaggerator. And she's an omitter for sure, because she omitted that big fact.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she said that the stream was on like abortion or something like that, or something to do with abortion. It was about something in Ireland. So
was it like when they passed laws or something over there, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I remember there was something over there. That I remember a woman had died because she had basically stillborn, and
they made a carry to term and deliver, huh? Yeah.
And she died of infection. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm pretty sure it was like right around all that.
And then, so the husband stitch was part of the conversation. So, I mean, again, the conversation was leaning that direction. So if she was uncomfortable about anything else, she could have walked away. She didn't need to stay there. And if it was a backstage thing, and it was only said between the two, I'm looking at how this is set up. If it's set up kind of like this, and it was a hangout, that would have been documented at some point, what he said. If you know what I mean.
And I think that absolutely would have been shared and discussed ad nauseum by
everybody would have been seen it.
Yeah, exactly.
For real. And the fact that there's nothing saying that any of that was said or happened makes me question her reading into it, and like for her to omit that huge fact and that huge statement that the conversation was surrounding the reproduction and all things vagina. It's not out of the realm of possibility. Maybe he did ask you that. Did he ask it kind of rudely? Sure, but it's not because he wanted to know about your vagina specifically.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, so taking that out of context is kind of yeah. It's trying to light a little bit more on that side of the conversation. But what else?
My whole thing though is also like, for argument's sake, let's just say that everything happened, that's exactly how it played out. Well,
even still, she shouldn't follow him around hassling about it. Let it go.
Why
is this consuming your life?
Why is this still going on? Yeah. Like, and if you find him to be that off-putting or that menacing or threatening or whatever. Why exactly. Him? Yeah.
It's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. I mean, like, it consumes a lot of people's lives just hating on him. And it's like, you know what? You don't like him? That's fine. People don't like you. A lot of people don't like them. Mm-hmm. But you don't see them dedicating stream after stream of video and like going to people's chats and Twitters. And they're showing like that's obsessive stalkery personality traits there. It makes sense why they all show for Katie. Not to be a dick, but Katie does this and everybody calls it out time after time. And it's like, but you guys were doing the same fucking thing.
And like, I mean, it dawned on me one day last year or whatever. I forget what it was that was being discussed. It was something to do with menace to sobriety and all them. And it just dawned on me though. I'm like, the shit that he's like, just looking at what he heard or had thrown at him that one day. And this has been going on for years, and by more than just these people doing it on this one day.
Right. Well, like literally, look at the hangout thing. 2016.
Mm-hmm.
6 years minimally, and that's like, and they all seem to know each other from before that.
Yeah.
So I mean, so it's like, let it. Okay, dog bone, jaw hurting, let it go. Just that horse you're beating, it's not a horse anymore. Like, it's not identifiable. Like, let it go.
Yeah, it's now like it's fertilizing the fucking farm at this point.
For real, right? It's been in the groundwater now. You're drinking it. Shut the fuck. Well, I don't understand. It's like, and then like you watch them on Twitter and they go at each other, not just themselves. I mean, it's like, what is the end goal? Because no matter what he does, his full cancellation and reading off the internet, is that going to make you happy? Like, because by far, I've seen more misinformation and bullshit come out of that side of, this argument. And then I mean, Steve, but does he bullshit? Probably. He does tell the truth most times. I think he overreacts when it comes to explaining things, but now in looking at this in hindsight, I start to get pretty freaking pissed off how to re-explain myself over and over and over again too. So I kind of see why his anger and his frustration comes from. But like, when are they going to find something new? Like, do they leave their houses? Like, do they do anything besides dwell on Steve? And oh my God, Steve took a shit. Somebody make stream. Oh my God, for real.
You brought up a great question, and I think I last night I think I got a glimpse at the answer. Let me just connect these real quick, and there,
little mousy girl, for real. Menace to sobriety. Oh my God, that dude. He's gonna find Steve and he's gonna take his skin off and wear it one of these days. You watch. Put lotion on its skin. For real. I mean, he's worse than Unirock. Menace to sobriety, menace to intelligence.
How do we name it? Okay. All right, I'm connected now. I think.
I feel so connected.
Why is it coming through? Wait, output? All right, it says output. Input. Hello?
Hello?
Why is it not? Oh, wait. Oh, I know. No, I gotta change it on here. And then it'll come through speaker. And there we go. Okay. Now it's coming through. So yeah, last night in the chat, I think it was the Holy Spackle had said it was something she
God,
put
that's
up
another one.
Yeah,
like I've never spoken to her or anything, but like I've heard and seen the shit she says. It's just like, dude, pick up knitting, something. Keep your hands busy. Do something else. Focus your mind.
The comment she said was talking about how I don't know. She said something about convincing people or whatever, and banishing.
Why do you need to convince anybody?
Yeah, exactly. But she said that basically, like what they were trying to, she was trying to do with her, the intended goal or whatever was to banish people from the community forever. Like that's their
banish people.
That I'm guessing it's, I don't know. I'm guessing though this is their intention with Steve. They want to banish him from.
He is banished from their community. He's not part of their community. What the hell is their problem? Like, you want to yeet him off the internet? Sorry to tell you, that's not going to happen. A, B,
right. He's
you don't want him in your community. He's not there.
He's not banished from everyone, though. That's the thing. They want to see him.
Well, it's not up to them to banish anybody from anybody else's life. It's not up to her to tell other people who they can and can't follow. It's up to her what's going on with her, and it's up to them what they're doing on their own front yard. It's like, why don't you water your own front lawn? Maybe it'll be green. And you can like graze over there. Stop telling everyone else who they can and can't have around them. It's not up to you. You're not God. You're not a God. You're not anything. You are a woman, allegedly, I guess. I don't know, one way or the other, but like your pure hatred for somebody, what turns you down? Like what is her goal? Like, they all seem to be pissed off at him for some reason, but it's like, give me a valid reason to be pissed off. A valid reason, not just because he said something 5 to 6 years ago, not just because he made a statement against. And don't use Katie Joy. Use your own personal argument. What is your reason? Other than that, you can't come up with shut up. Mind your own lawn. Tend your own flowers.
It's been years, like you pointed out there, and the most damaging information or proof or whatever of anything that they found to say, okay, there were times where Steve was a bit of an asshole, probably, and
he's a man.
He may, his ethics may not have been all that good for this moment or that moment. It's like the worst of what they're finding. If you're trying this fucking hard to damn a guy, to just damn everything about him, and that's the best you can get
that's the best you got,
time, then maybe you're the one, your assessment
maybe the problems with them.
Yeah.
I mean, did the end justify the means? No. Maybe. But like, you better make damn sure your hands are fucking spotless if people your point fingers at somebody else. And I cannot say with any digging around I've done that any of their hands are clean of any of this shit either. I mean, and then they want to go at him about his fundraisers. What the hell is it to you how he's made money and who's given to them? If it's you, even though you gave it to him, gave him money. Can't bitch about what he does with it.
Yeah,
it's not up to you anymore.
Just because Unirock can't I don't know, just assume that sometimes fundraisers will be, spread
for him.
Yeah, exactly.
For him calling all of them broad raisers pissed me off because it's like, okay, mama's basement dwelling, toast smoking little brat, stop it. Get outside, get a job, pay your bills, do you. Stop focusing on somebody else's finances. It's not up to you. You don't tell people what to and you can't deem them as fraud raisers because you didn't get that money. You can't yell somebody else to complain about somebody else's career because you don't have one. That's on you.
Yeah, and that's the thing. He even said on Nikki's stream there that he said, okay, if fraud raisers, that's my own term that I assign to fundraisers that
That's the most asinine thing I've ever heard.
Have people who aren't exactly honest, around the fundraiser.
But who's going to determine honesty?
Yeah, exactly. And how does that make anything a fraud? I mean, what do you mean by not exactly honest about what?
If GoFundMe's letting it stay up, then obviously it's not a fraud.
Yeah.
Because I mean, they're pretty quick on grabbing those frauds. Like any of those false streams or fundraisers, they're pretty quick on it. And if they find out that you're fucking around, they beat that shit right off there. And then, you know what I mean? So who is he? And it's just his determination. And then all these people blindly follow some jackass that talks to toast.
But come on. See, they were making the argument on Nikki's stream there that night that the fundraiser was in fact against GoFundMe's terms of service because of what it was being used to. But I know. And then when I didn't notice this, I noticed this the other day when I was putting up the quick takes and shit, and I heard this part. I'm like, oh my god, son of a bitch! But first though, the Reverend Ruin guy or whatever, he advised me to go look at the terms of service or whatever and number 9 or some shit like that. Someone said. So when you look at number 9, it says the funds cannot be raised.
Criminal. Can't use for criminal lawsuits, but quick civil is totally different.
They cannot be raised to fight charges, whatever, in relation to crimes. Now,
right there, yeah,
that's
criminal.
what it says, right? But
so he's not committing a crime, unless suing KJ to become a crime, then he's fine.
Right.
Although at this point it could be, who knows?
But then when Unirock read it a few minutes later on Nikki's stream, Unirock read that sentence. But when Unirock read it, he left out the whole related to crimes part. And he just left it as the harassment part. And I'm like, I didn't catch that at first. I didn't catch that until the other day. I'm like,
right there, a huge dishonesty thing. Why? Yeah. Right there, the huge flag. Nobody says anything about it, and he's still okay to go and just badmouth Steve. And like I said, I'm not forcing against you. That's a them problem. But like, if you're going to bring that in and then use that to attack people, and say that somebody else completely unrelated is doing a fraud raiser because that person disagreed with you, so you must love Steve. You're disingenuous. You're dishonest, and you're full of shit. And like the fact that people still look to you as a beacon of light and truth, y'all got problems. Exactly. Maybe y'all need to look at your moral compass and calibrate that back to due north or slightly skewed. I'm just saying. I'm not saying my moral compass points due north at all, but yeah. If you're going to leave out a huge portion of what you're reading, that's bullshit. And they didn't do the research on their own. I mean, you did. You went and looked at it. At behest of somebody else, but like you looked at it, you saw the whole thing, you saw it in context. That this dude can't do that and leaves out portions. So like you're lying, then you're a liar. And if these other people by extension are doing the same thing to hate on a person that they don't know, they're never going to meet, most likely, crossing it to banish them from the internet lands. What the fuck is smoking?
But meanwhile though, they'll be posting on Twitter and everything saying how
I've seen the Twitter thing.
They can't make corrections. They can't admit what they're wrong. They refuse to do it. And meanwhile, they're sitting on a big fucking error.
They don't have an edit button. That's why.
Yeah, Twitter doesn't have an edit button. It's not my fault.
There's no edit button. Yeah, I can't walk back that statement because there's no edit button. I'm sorry. It stands.
So Autistic Shill I looked at the chat finally, and she sent me a link. Apparently, there's been a new filing in the Todd Chrisley, Katie Joy lawsuit. I guess it was. That. Yeah, well, he's still fighting it, and she's still being forced.
She's still fighting against. Does she not? Okay, but here's my question on that one because I'm gonna have to go here soon. But like, is this woman so dense to think like she thought a federal case involved her? It had nothing to do with her, and I'm pretty sure her name never came up. Okay, the victory lap. Oh my! Really? Okay. And then the knockdown from that victory lap was hilarious. But then I don't feel like this lawsuit's enough for me to waste my money to give you my documentation that I said I had that I can't find. And here I'm not going to give you mine. I'll give you somebody else's. What?
I tell you that when I first heard her say it, I knew that it was going to age like shit, and I'm glad to see I was right. That one part where she says, "I was upstairs when we heard it, and when
he grabbed me, carried me."
I said, "Todd!" He ran up the stairs and picked me up
and spun me around like a princess, and we lived happily ever after the end. Oh my god!
I heard her say that.
I don't think that man's touched her that much and picked her up and taken her anywhere, obviously, in like years, because otherwise she wouldn't be such a bitch. I'm just saying, my opinion only. Like, he ran up the stairs and grabbed me. Like, it had nothing to do with you. You are not the federal government. You. Oh my God.
Yeah, this whole verdict was all about making your life better, Katie. That's what it was.
I mean, you don't even like to tell, like the end of the documentation that she doesn't feel like when Graham wrote that letter, like she doesn't feel that this case, merits anybody wasting their money by doing this. It's like, okay, so either A, she lost them or deleted them, or B, you can't stand up to her like a lawyer should and tell her, hey, crazy, I'm not losing my reputation over this. Just throwing it out there.
Well,
like for her, she's not the court. She can't deem anything relevant or not. You know what I mean? And that she still does. And now, even still, like the 7M, it's not. If that's invalid, it's going to throw out. Just because you ratted out your source in Tati Westbrook's lawsuit does not make you a winner, and it's not going to save you in all these other ones. Like,
but you see,
learn it, ladies.
She's had to look up a Google search phrase or two about law. So I mean, of course she can be the judge now. Yeah, of course she can. Well, she's the judge now. I mean, come on.
Well, if that's the case, I'm a Google lawyer too, and damn it, somebody clear a space on the bar. I mean, I need my Esquire attached to my last name. Don't forget my MD.
I don't think that's the kind of bar you can dance on, though. I'm just.
But
I thought it was.
Okay,
but
here's the thing. If there's no pole on that bar, then I guess I'm out. Okay. But you didn't have to call it out.
Because I heard you say, better make some space on that bar. That's why.
Make some space on that bar. I need my bar. No, I'm going to pass that bar or swing on it, whatever.
Or pass over it.
I'm going to do a pole vault. Okay. Something
pass
over that bar.
No.
That's just dirty. I got it. Dirty. Anyways. Well, it's a great reading with you, Erin.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this was so much fun. We got to do this again.
For real. We got to do this, and I got to get clear on there. So, but
yes.
All right. Well, I will talk to you a bit. Have a good night.
All right. Bye. Thank you again.
You're welcome. Bye.
There we go. Okay. Yay. Thank you so much, Dirty Uncle Sal. That was much fun. Much fun. That was funny. The reading was everything I imagined it would be. All right. So, oh, wait a minute. Shoot. Let me do this. I didn't even look it over yet. I should probably do that. We suck at that. I just want to make sure that there's no like addresses and shit like that visible. There shouldn't be, but it's every time when I think that it shouldn't be that one jumps up and bites me in the ass. So just let me skin over it and make it a little brighter. Why are my glasses dirty? My other ones. All right, I think these are good. It's not that many pages either. It's just a few pages. As usual, I'm not going to be reading like every single thing. It's law shit, It's law y'all. All right. I'm being kind of corny there. So I'm going to go ahead and read it. Let me check the chat here first, though, just see if there's anyone saying anything. Check out your DMs. I dropped you a link. Thank you so much, Autistic Shell. Thank you. Thank you. Like there wasn't a Kate Moss reference. I missed a Kate Ross reference. Kate Moss reference. I don't know what it is. Don't think. Oh, Natasha Cooper. Oh, okay. All right. All right, let me go up here. Just want to double check. Make sure no one tagged me because I really wasn't paying attention to chat there for a while. I was having fun reading. Where was this conversation discussed? Oh, the conversation we were reading took place in Google Plus something. Google Hangouts or something. And like I said, there's a couple of accounts there in the Unifam. They released a good portion of these chats already. Like it's as recent as last week, but they've been out before then too. And so, yeah. And I think that is it. We can't hear. Oh, okay. You meant her. Okay. Alrighty. I'm going to start reading then. I know, right, Megan? Right? Okay. So this is a filing by Todd, from what I'm alleging here. Wait, what? Oh, I saw 7 there, and I thought it's like, are these cases merging now, but 7C, not 7M? Whatever. It's confusing as fuck. Introduction. Catherine Paulson's opposition to Todd Chrisley's motion to dismiss confirms that Ms. Paulson has failed to plead viable claims for defamation, harassment, and intentional infliction of emotional distress. Ms. Paulson makes no effort to distinguish controlling authority that dooms her counterclaims. The court should therefore dismiss Ms. Paulson's counterclaims in their entirety. Ms. Paulson's defamation counterclaim is deficiently pled. Minnesota law holds have generally required the defamatory matter to be set out verbatim to avoid dismissal. It is not sufficient merely to state the effective language or that the publication was of a certain defamatory tenor and import. Ms. Paulson does not and cannot argue that her defamation counterclaim is sufficiently pled under this controlling authority. Outside of a single non-defamatory quotation from Mr. Chrisley, Ms. Paulson fails to provide, quote, even an approximation of any actual statements she claims to be defamatory. Ms. Paulson ignores this binding precedent in her opposition and instead simply asserts that Minnesota law, quote, does not require absolute specificity in pleading. 2. But the rule discussed above is entirely consistent with Minnesota's liberal notice pleading standard, absent some indication of what Mr. Chrisley is alleged to have said, when, and to whom. Mr. Chrisley lacks notice sufficient to defend himself. This problem is exacerbated by the fact that Ms. Paulson apparently bases her defamation claim against Mr. Chrisley not only on Mr. Chrisley's own unspecified statements concerning Ms. Paulson, but also on unspecified statements made by and about third parties. The uncertainty this creates illustrates precisely why courts in Minnesota and other jurisdictions require a plaintiff bringing a defamation claim to identify allegedly defamatory statements with reasonable specificity. Why can't I pronounce that word? Driving me nuts. Ms. Paulson cites no authority excusing her inadequate pleading, while she provides a parenthetical claim that either, I'm not reading fucking case law shit. Held that a claim for defamation is sufficient to survive a motion to dismiss when a plaintiff's pleadings sufficiently put the defendant on notice that he or she participated in the commission of the defamation. Okay. Neither that holding nor anything like it appears in either case. In fact, neither case involved defamation at all. It's explained in Mr. Chrisley's opening brief, such statements. Okay. Moreover, while Ms. Paulson seems to suggest that defamation per se is exempted from the general rule regarding pleading claims for defamation, that is plainly not the case. Minnesota courts have dismissed claims for defamation per se, like that at issue here, where the plaintiff has pled only vague allegations that the defendant, quote, falsely claimed that plaintiff had committed criminal acts. Finally, as explained in Mr. Chrisley's opening brief, the only specific statement Ms. Paulson identifies in her counterclaim is not defamatory as a matter of law. It cannot be proven true or false and is, quote, mere rhetorical hyperbole, which is considered non-actionable. Ms. Paulson does not respond to that argument in her opposition or otherwise attempt to salvage her defamation claim as to that specific statement. The court should thus dismiss Ms. Paulson's defamation claim in its entirety. Ms. Paulson abandons her harassment claim. Ms. Paulson also brings a claim for harassment under the Minnesota Criminal Code. As Mr. Chrisley explains in his opening brief, no such cause of action exists under Minnesota law. Ms. Paulson does not contend otherwise in her opposition brief. Indeed, she does not mention her claim for harassment at all and apparently abandons it. It should be dismissed. 3. Ms. Paulson's claim for intentional infliction of emotional distress fails because she alleges neither severe emotional distress nor extreme and outrageous conduct. As Mr. Chrisley explains in his opening brief, a plaintiff bringing a claim for intentional infliction of emotional distress must plead facts showing that she suffered severe emotional distress. Generalized complaints of distress are insufficient to amount to distress beyond what a reasonable person could be expected to endure, and thus conclusory statements are insufficient to survive a motion to dismiss. Ms. Paulson's bare allegation that she, quote, suffered general damages, including emotional distress and mental suffering, falls significantly short of what she must plead to state an IIED claim. Ms. Paulson does not respond to this argument in her opposition or address this controlling authority that requires dismissal of her claim. Even had Ms. Paulson adequately pled severe emotional distress, she does not plead extreme and outrageous conduct. Ms. Paulson alleges that Mr. Chrisley encourages others to bring lawsuits against her and incited third parties to the point that an anonymous individual, quote, swatted her. But as explained in Mr. Chrisley's opening brief, the Minnesota Supreme Court has held that it does not amount to extreme and outrageous conduct where the defendant makes himself frequent threats to bring a lawsuit or files police reports. It is difficult to see how inciting third parties to take these actions can be sufficiently extreme and outrageous to support a claim for such a claim when taking them directly is not. Ms. Paulson attempts to distinguish this authority by pointing to Mr. Chrisley's celebrity, but Ms. Paulson fails to cite any case holding that conduct that is not ordinarily extreme and outrageous may become so if undertaken by a celebrity. Minnesota law keeps claims for IED sharply limited to cases involving particularly egregious facts. Examples include mutilating a corpse or threatening a schoolgirl with prison and public disgrace unless she signs a confession of immoral conduct. It's oddly specific. Allegations of harassment and ridicule do not pass muster. Because Ms. Paulson at most alleges that Mr. Chrisley harassed and ridiculed her, Ms. Paulson's claim fails. Conclusion. For the foregoing reasons, the court should dismiss Ms. Paulson's counterclaims against Mr. Chrisley in their entirety. The end. Yes, that is the end. So there we have it. There we have it. To Katie's dismay, it appears that Todd Chrisley is not in any way, shape, or form showing signs of abandoning this lawsuit, slowing it down, or any such thing. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that her husband's celebration there, when he ran up the stairs to her and picked her up, was probably a bit early. So yeah, there's that. All right, I'm going to check the chat and then I'm going to wrap this up because it's actually not late and I'm kind of liking that it's not late. I feel like I've got part of the night left to hang out with some people and do some things. So, all right, stop. I've been ignoring someone. All right. Where am I? Why can't I find my chat? Why is it still up there? Oh, because my shit's not playing this way. Okay. There's the full screen. Okay. Now I'm back. I hear you, Dash X. Thanks for being here. Have a good night. What kind of night I meant? Anything good? No, I'm kidding. Or am I? Yes, that was a lot of fun. Thank you so much, Dirty Uncle Sal. Like, seriously, we should do another reading sometime. you know, lots of people be sharing DMs, it seems like lately. So, I mean, if you're going to share them, at least turn them into a reading or something, you know, make them fun. I don't know. That's just my opinion. Maybe making fun of someone with a book on her nose. Really? What? What? Get the fuck out of here. That's funny. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up. My dog is, I hear the tip tapping of her toenails. She's gonna want to go outside. And I just remembered that someone mentioned that about the Molly Golightly stream. I want to go check that out. So thank you everyone for being here. I'm not gonna be streaming tomorrow. I have to work tomorrow. Probably not Friday, probably not Saturday. So, but I'll be around anyways. So all right, I'm coming. Good night, guys. Bye. You think? I'm working on it. Sometimes. Okay, bye.